An Asian woman took to her social media to express just how terrified she is about what is going on in the country regarding the ICE raids. As you all know, President Donald Trump's administration, along with Border Czar Tom Homan, is going all throughout the United States with these ICE raids, looking for illegal immigrants and criminals, per what they say, right? But of course, we know that things have ramped up, and we've seen a whole lot of things, including people lose their lives, like Keith Porter in Los Angeles, who had his life taken by an off-duty ICE agent. So watch this video and come on back.
I apologize for the quality of this video. I'm doing this in the car because I don't want to have my youngest kid see that I am scared. I live in Seattle, and there have been reports of ICE checking IDs at grocery stores and other places around the Sound. So I've decided to start carrying my passport as an American citizen who doesn't look white. And it's terrifying. I'm terrified. Why am I having to protect myself against the government? I've never done anything wrong. But because I don't look white, I'm not Caucasian, I automatically become a target. Guys, what has this country come to?
So as you saw there, she expressed how terrified she is that now she has to walk around with her passport because apparently if you are not white, you could be stopped and questioned and terrorized and, detained and a whole host of things. So she is like, it's this America. I can't basically believe that I have to do this. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, ma'am. I understand your disbelief. But guess who can believe it? Black Americans. Oh, yes, we not new to this. We true to this. And I hate to say that, but yeah, we could go all the way back to slavery. Even slaves who traveled, right? If they traveled at night or they're away from their plantation with permission, right? Guess what they have to have? They have to have written permission. They have to have papers to say, yeah, I belong to so-and-so, and they have sent me to go do this real quick. And the patty rollers, the slave patrol, they stopped them and terrorized them. Even still, they didn't care. They got stopped. So like I said, we're not new to this. Oh, and if you want to go to Jim Crow, they said we were free, right? Well, we weren't really free. They had things called black codes, right? Where we couldn't, get together, a whole bunch of us, because they considered that loitering. And see a couple of black people talking, you're loitering. And guess what happens to you? They run up on you, what you're doing, where you're supposed to be. And then, God forbid you didn't have a job because they was pretending like there was just jobs everywhere for Black Americans. And guess what they did? They locked you up. Yes, they did. They locked you up. And then they had this thing called convict leasing, where they leased out Black prisoners to other corporations. And they said in a lot of cases, the treatment that they experienced from the leasing program was more, you heard me, more brutal than the institution of slavery. Now, how do you manage to make something more brutal than an institution of slavery? But nevertheless, they did, ma'am. And they had to have identification to prove, who they were and all this other stuff. And then you could come a little bit more recently to a thing called stop and frisk. Yeah. They had that in New York. It was big. There were some black, and I'll say brown because it affected them the most, right? Black and brown men that were stopped 20 and 30 times a piece throughout the tyranny of stop and frisk under Mike Bloomberg, right? And they had to prove who they were, had to show their IDs and this, that, and the other, and they were doing absolutely nothing. They said less than 5% of the stops netted some criminal activity. So I understand what you're saying. You just can't believe it. Oh, believe it. But you know why you can't believe it? Because now it has come to visit y'all's communities. But y'all saw it going on with the black community, and y'all, you shrugged your shoulders. Or you watch the evening news and say, oh, isn't that a shame? Oh, wow, I wonder what they did. Because I know they did something. They're just not stopping them for nothing, right? But now that ICE is y'all patty rollers, you're scared. It is terrifying. But guess what? When Trump is gone and maybe a Democrat goes into office, you'll be all right. They'll get rid of all of it. But guess who's going to still be terrorized when this little funky 3 years is up? Black Americans. Yeah, we'll still be terrorized. And I wonder if you'll still be just as concerned. Something tells me you won't be. So again, we not new to this. We true to this, unfortunately. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.